The Mirror Feast. The mansion on Hollowmere Hill was once called Elysia, but that name died the same night its mirrors began to whisper. It stood alone beneath a bleeding October moon, windows veined with cracks like spiderwebs, walls slick with the scent of mildew and something far, older. Perfume and decay mingled as though the house itself exhaled the ghosts of its former guests. They said Elysia had been built by a widow named Isolde Vere, a woman who loved beauty more than God, and who made a bargain to keep it forever. When her youth began to fade, she locked herself away with mirrors shipped from every corner of the world, Venetian glass, black obsidian, polished silver. And on the final Halloween before her death, she held a masquerade where every reflection smiled long after its owner stopped. That was 118 years ago. Tonight, the house awoke again. Naomi hadn't meant to go inside. She was a photographer chasing local legends. Crumbling places that looked like grief had been carved into stone. The door had already been opened, its hinges sighing like a tired ghost. A trail of autumn leaves swept through the entryway, and the air felt wrong. Warm, like someone had just breathed against her ear. Inside, mirrors covered every wall. Some were shattered, others dusted with age, but one standing at the end of the grand hall was perfect. Its surface glimmered like black water. She lifted her camera and snapped a shot. The flash popped. The reflection blinked. Naomi froze. Her hands trembled as she lowered the camera. The woman in the mirror looked exactly like her, except for the eyes. Theirs were dark, endless, like a night sky with no stars. "Do you see me now?" the reflection whispered. Naomi stumbled back, her breath catching. What are you?" The reflection smiled. "Hungry." The mirror rippled like a living thing. Fingers pressed against the inside of the glass, pale and wet as if reaching through water. Naomi ran, but the halls bent and shifted, each mirror showing not her but versions of her, younger, older, disfigured, decaying, burning. Her footsteps echoed like heartbeats. The air pulsed. At the top of the stairs, she found the ballroom. Candles burned on tables set for a feast. Silver goblets brimmed with black wine, and velvet masks lay waiting for guests long dead. Music drifted through the air, violins weeping, though no one played them. And at the head of the table sat a woman in a crimson gown, her skin pale as bone. Her face shimmered like a reflection on water. "Welcome back," she said softly. Naomi knew that voice. It was her own. The woman raised her hand, and every mirror in the room came alive. Faces filled them, beautiful, broken, screaming. Isolde Vere's curse had not ended. It had evolved. Every soul who admired their reflection inside Elysia was pulled into its glass, feeding the house's hunger, polishing its eternal beauty with their lives. Naomi turned to run, but the floor cracked beneath her. The mirrors on the walls bulged outward. Hands clawing free, hundreds of them. Cold fingers seized her arms, her throat, her hair. Her reflection smiled one last time before it stepped out, leaving her to drown inside the glass. Morning came. Tourists found the mansion door open again, the faint click of a camera echoing from somewhere deep inside. On the grand staircase, a single photograph lay face up, Naomi's final shot. It showed a perfect mirror reflecting a feast of ghosts, and among them, a new face smiling through the silver glass. If you look closely, you can still see her camera around her neck, and behind her reflection, someone else smiling back. "Beauty never dies," whispered the mirrors. "It only devours.